I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. I want a couple thoughts on my yacht. Hey, you know what time it is. Cue that wind effect. Oh. Bring it in, folks. Listen, guys, listen. Hey, we already know everything's getting hyped up and riled up. Everybody gets all happy when it's green. They want to get sad when it's red, guys. It's still the same barcoding pattern, but this is all based off information that we knew from yesterday. See, it's a couple people that come in every now and then. It's all over, man. You should know it's done. Hey, listen. First off, you sound like a fool. Anybody that's an investor, right, that gets in any play and you say the words, it's all over, you're a doofus. There's no such thing as it's all over till it hits $0 and 0 cents and is delisted. Hey, listen, y'all stay over there with that. If you haven't learned yet how to dollar cost average down, bring something down to this conviction, this understanding, if you got retail momentum, then it's not over yet. It's over if retail isn't in it. That might be over, but nonetheless, guys, let's tap in one. I got two clips I want to show you. One from the beautiful Musk in God We Trust. I said in God We Trust. Listen, what's the saying? How does the saying go? Oh, in Elon Musk We Trust. Listen. I keep screaming it each and every single day. Tesla, XRP, Nvidia, Microsoft, AI, right? Apple, right? But hey, I just must be crazy. But now look at all the stocks that have been performing every single day that I've been saying this, and now Tesla's finna snatch off. They had their annual meetup where basically they just revealed the heat. Tesla now is so affordable that it's cheaper than the average gas car. You can buy a Tesla now for the same price you can buy a Honda Accord, right? Hey, guys, but hey, you do you, right? I can't tell you what to do. I can't give you financial advice. All I can do is point out however you want to take it, however you want to take it. But you might be missing out on a notch if you're not building that portfolio along with having a separate portfolio for your momentum trades. You should not still be sitting up 100% of your assets in AMC. I get it. I love to play, but that's a fool's errand to not be grabbing up over here. You want to see a Moaz. All right, how about y'all get into the original short squeeze behind Elon Musk? Don't forget that was the most shorted play that has been. They have busted them down, but nonetheless, we're gonna tap back into that later. But first, let's tap in this with, I think his name's Bill Hagerty. He's a senator speaking on the stresses of the bank. We're going to hit up our AMC Key Notes. Obviously, we got some good notes, some good things I think obviously bring some excitement. But like I said, we don't want to get too excited. It's still all irrelevant until June 29th. But like I said, we've got a window of time, right, to make our maneuvers. We got a window of time to make our move. And like I said, just look at the numbers. I mean, it really doesn't take a brain scientist to realize zero volume, barcoding, random shares popping up. Hey, guys, come on now. But nonetheless, let's tap down in this video first.
All right, joining us now, Tennessee Senator Bill Hagerty.
Patsy.
All right, Mr. Hagerty, good to see you again, sir. So, listen, you just got a plug. The great Kevin O'Leary plugged you and your new banking bill.
Got the real background, baby.
On this show within the last 5 minutes. I think that should make you happy. I don't know. There's a smile. Anyway, in plain English, can you explain your new banking bill that's going to fix everything?
Certainly, Larry. It's great to be back with you again, too, and it was wonderful to be with Kevin yesterday. What Kevin was talking about is an effort to try to address the intense pressure that's on the regional banks right now, and frankly, the massive uncertainty
to ease stress on
that federal
banks.
regulators have created.
Mind y'all, they said the banking
sector
sector
I
is
think
supposed to be
completely mismanaged. The auction of Silicon Valley Bank, the way they've handled Signature
they're about
Bank,
to rug
they've
pull
created
people.
a tremendous amount of uncertainty in the marketplace, and you've seen what's happening now, the pressure that's on the regional bank industry. What it does is it addresses one of the issues that Kevin raised. Over the next 90 days, it actually greenlights the merger of these banks as long as the resulting bank is going to be well capitalized and not poorly rated. I think that will facilitate the process that he's talking about, and it will allow price discovery to happen right away rather than having to stand back and wonder if regulatory approval is ever going to happen. That's a huge break on bank mergers right now.
So, Senator, I don't mean to be rude. I just want to clarify. Because the FDIC,
Yeah, Chase is buying up all the
which
banks.
is run, it's like a woke agency now. But they don't want these mergers. Like, they stopped mergers. And then they finally had to go back to J.P. Morgan. So is there a problem there? Is that what you're gunning for? Is that what you're aiming at?
Yep. Larry, so perceptive. That's exactly the
So I
problem.
moved my money on JP. I said, oh, let me put my money where it needs to be
in the
at.
marketplace right now. And if you need to achieve
Yeah,
a merger,
Yellen
you want
gave me
type
the
of
hint.
efficiency that will result and want this market to settle down, we need to step in from a legislative standpoint and address it. And that's what this is aimed at doing.
And the next step?
The commercial deposits that Kevin was talking about, the non-interest-bearing deposits, which are basically payroll accounts, that's the biggest concern right now that the banks have. On a temporary basis, what we want to do is just provide a backstop so that those accounts don't run. The same tool was used back in 2008 to great effect, and that's the objective here, a temporary fix just to calm the markets right now. Some of my colleagues are...
Guys, listen now. And it's crazy how the pace can switch up, right? Do y'all hear how he's talking? And everybody should know the real estate market, commercial real estate. Oh my! If you haven't heard already, guys, this bubble's about to pop. There are vacant commercial estates in all these major cities. The main one is New York, that is about to be center a reverb through all of the economy. And what's going on? Like I said, there's no cover. Oh, the banks are. If the banks are right. The FDIC is one unit. The leg's getting blown off. You can't just throw a Band-Aid over and make it better. No, that money's gone. People have ran from those banks. That's not just something that you can just take up and just say, all right, it's good. We haven't done. Not with this hike coming up. Come on now.
Massive increases in FDIC.
Not that we hope for,
et
but we
cetera.
definitely
That's not
prepare
the
for it.
direction
You hear
to
me?
go.
Well, that's just my question. It sort of sounds like, look, these are uninsured deposits. I understand that. They're above 250,000 in many cases. I understand that. But are you going to cover it? Is this a big government bailout?
Well, I think what it's going to do is just stop the concerns that exist right now among many of the middle-sized companies that are managing their payrolls, and they can't go missing a payroll. And it's the most painful point that well-functioning regional banks have to deal with. The fact is that these too big to fail banks are in a position right now where they've got an implicit government guarantee. Their loan officers, even though they're being told not to, are reaching out to the regional banks that have great accounts, and they're trying to recruit those banks, those regional banks clients to leave. This will help address that concern.
Well, Kevin
XRP.
has said regional banks can't survive.
Bitcoin,
I mean, if
Ethereum,
the
H-bar.
moves the deposits out of them for whatever reason, I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, I hate to see the FDIC at the end of the day become more powerful, Senator Hagerty.
I agree
I'm
with
not
you.
a big friend of the FDIC. I mean, I think their functions should be limited. And
They're centralizing everything now. Hey, listen, I can't tell you what to do, but I would be putting my money in some decent assets, and especially those that are going to be something like crypto, so that you can be controlling that and it can be separated from what's going down, guys. If you don't see what's going on, hey, I can't help you with that.
I don't want to blow them up. I mean,
It's
I
right
see
in your
people
face.
saying they should guarantee everything. I've even seen Republicans say that. That's not where I'm coming from.
Nor am I. The other thing that this bill does, Larry, is it changes the least cost test. It forces the FDIC to take into account the long-term effect of failing a bank. If you look at what they did with SVB, they put us into uncharted waters because nobody knew where they stood on Monday. What we want these auctions to do is achieve a result. SVB actually had two bidders. Yet the FDIC turned one down because they said the board hadn't approved it. Come on, I asked Marty Greenfield, who runs it, I said, did you call the bank? Did you get the board's approval? No answer to that. And then when I asked about the next bid, he said, well, the consideration wasn't adequate. I said, well, what was your counteroffer? He said, I'll have to get back to you on that. I mean, this is ridiculous. They should have closed that. We would have been talking about a contained set of risks. Instead, they opened the entire marketplace up. And that's why we're having to address this now.
Senator Bill Hagerty, Tennessee. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Great.
Hey, guys. 2024 is not about to be what's the saying? Still water runs deep. Hey, just notice it right now during this quiet time. Notice how everything kind of quieted up and they shh. That's it. That's the time that you should be realizing, hey, this is way worse than what they're trying to make it out to be. When they are quiet, it's the same. I'm the type of person, like, if you push me to that point to where I'm about to go ahead and start stomping in jaws, I'm not gonna do a lot of this right here. It's gonna get real quiet. It's gonna just be really looking at you just to see if you really want to take it there, right? And that's the same thing. You hear when media's out, there was a bunch of, hey, 2020, yeah, we're doing it. All right, hey, listen, whatever. When things are starting to quiet out and you're pulling back, and hey, watch what you say. Don't say this certain thing. When he said bail out, what did he do? Jumped all around it. Well, no. So what we're trying to do? So you're bailing out more banks, is what I'm hearing. Okay. All righty. But nonetheless, guys, before we tap on our sweet AMC, may we hear from the big head genius. The man making me money. He could be making you money. Hopefully you're taking some of this advice. And like I said, not financial advice, just personal advice. Hey, guys, I just don't see a reason why you shouldn't be having a couple shares, be accruing these shares of not AMC, well, AMC as well, but accruing these shares of Tesla right now, right? Here we go.
But
I just, there's a lack of being able to talk. The main thing that I really hate right now in our society and our culture is this cancel culture and this not being able to say what you want to say or whatever it is. Hey, if somebody says something offensive, it is what it is. Deal with it and move on. You know what I'm saying? You say something offensive back, that's what makes you feel better. But at the end of the day, hey.
How do you make a choice? You don't see, I mean, in terms of when you're going to engage. I mean,
I
for
love
example,
this dude.
even
I'm
today,
sorry.
Elon,
I just love
you
it.
tweeted this thing about George Soros. Well, I'm looking for it because I want to make sure I quote it properly. But, I mean, you know what you wrote. But you
I
basically...
said it reminds me of Magneto. It's just like, calm down, people. This is not like made a federal case out of it.
You also you said he wants to erode the very fabric of civilization, and Soros hates humanity. Like, when you do something like that, do you
Yeah, I think that's true. That's my opinion.
Okay, but why share
Look
it?
at this guy.
Why share it? Especially, because, I mean...
Come on!
Why share it when people who buy Teslas may not agree with you? Advertisers on Twitter may not agree with you. Why not just say, hey, I think this. You can tell me. We can talk about it over there. You can tell your friends. But why share it widely?
I mean, this is freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say what I want.
You absolutely are. But I'm trying to understand why you do, because you have to know it's got a... It puts you in the middle of the partisan divide in the country. It makes you a lightning rod for criticism. I mean, do you like that? People today saying he's an anti-Semite. I don't think you are.
No, I'm definitely. I'm like a pro-Semite.
I just love the posture.
I believe that probably is the case.
Yes.
But why would you even introduce the idea then that would be the case?
I mean, look, we don't want to make this a George Soros interview.
No, God, no. I don't want to at all. But what I'm trying, even came up though in the annual meeting. I mean, do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position?
Don't break eye contact
and I know
with
it
Elon.
because he shares so much of it. Or
Are
there
you-
are
are you-
advertisers
are
on
you in
Twitter
my
that Linda
factory
Yaccarino
telling
will
me
come
what
and
to
say,
do?
you got to stop, man.
Are you
Or,
in my factory
I
telling
can't
me
get
what
these
to
ads
do?
because of some of the things you tweet.
Massive awkward pause.
I'm reminded of there's a scene in The Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great movie.
Just watch how he builds this all up to say just straight up what he's feeling.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Yeah! I'm buying more shares tomorrow! Oh, God. Guys, hold on just 1 second. Let's just absorb that in. Let's just absorb in being able to value your amendment rights, say what you feel, and not be destroyed or pushed down. You can't touch this. And this is what we're investing for, right? It's so that nobody, it don't matter what you say. This man is one of the richest men in the world, one of the most influential men in the world, futuristic men in the world, savvy men in the world. You aren't about to tell him anything. So suck it up, Buttercup. What now? They couldn't even say anything. Hey, get out of my factory. How about that? I mean, that's what was going to come down. Hey, listen, he's better than me. He's better than me. He's better than me. But now let's tap it in here. Here we are, guys. So breaking up out of that downtrend that we've been riding. We've broken up out of that falling wedge. Still, nonetheless, I really want to focus in on some points just so y'all can kind of see what it looks like when algos are being broken. Okay? Now, I want you to see what happens when things are going against what the algo wanted. Now, check this here. And, of course, my opinion, we're stating the facts here, but you have to draw your own opinion. But double checking in here, right? Short interest ratio days to cover now up to 9.93, 10 days, another 2-day jump. Boys and ladies and gentlemen and children, if you're in here, I don't know how, might be some young people in here investing. The days are skipping up by 2s, which I already told you from yesterday's video. They're just making fake synthetic shorts. The days to cover is raising. Short interest, 25.95%. That's at 28%. At this point, I'm not even looking at short interest more because I already know short interest. Short interest, 50%. Short interest, 50%. That's what I'm saying. Hell, they're just making up numbers. I'm just going to put the number that I want to there. This is not sitting at 25.95% that skipped up 2 days to cover. That doesn't even make sense. Guys, short interest, our exchange volume, dark pool was 65%, but looking at a stock track again, now here we are, guys, with 400,000 shares with a 65% cost to borrow, again, irrelevant and also fictitious, not even real. But looking down here, guys, those days that were 61% were now adjusted 65%. So now 5% off again from 70% off the dark in the dark pool. So they're doing 70% of the trading in the dark pool, and they're shorting 70% of that. Excuse me. Well, let me rephrase that. We don't know how much percent they're doing off the dark pool. They could be doing 90% off dark pool. But whatever percentage is going on dark pool, they're shorting 70% of it through there. You want to see where your fraudulent numbers are coming from? You won't, because they're happening in dark pool. They're being synthetically created. Period. Now, double tapping back in, I wanted to show y'all this here. Notice barcoding, algo control, push down. Get out of there. Guys, now notice you can clearly see where there's barcoding, and then you can see where there's true upward price movement. That hit $4.80, and somebody came in and with Dutzy on there. Somebody went Seuss. Buying pressure came in, smashed it up. You can see the barcode and algo trying to push it down. Literally snatching. Algo tried to barcode it. Literally snatching up. Algo tried to barcode it. They held barcoding form all the way through into after hours, and then we have price movement back up even higher now. 514 again. This is not something that I'm gonna but it's just indicative of exactly what I was saying before. This is fake movement. You ain't gonna. Hey, listen. I want some shorts to be watching in here because I was having the same discussion with one of my favorite of the family, Jay Clark. Hey, I know they in here watching. Listen. You're garbage. You're garbage. I'm not shook. Hey, maybe you might be shaking somebody else. Maybe you might be shaking somebody else that can't look at this right. But this was nonsensical. They're so desperate. Y'all are having to push it down. But guess what? It's a month and a half left. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. You're trying to hold it from $6. Let's pull it out on the hour chart just so they can see. Y'all blew billions of dollars. Wait, hold on. Pull me back over here. Y'all blew billions of dollars for this? One more time for them, guys. Hey, everybody together. Retail family all together one time. That's garbage. We're not shook and we're not. Hey, listen. None of this is right here shaking me, and we're so far out from the timeline of where things actually even matter. Guys, Hey, do as you choose, right? But all I can keep saying is the same facts, guys. Tesla, XRP, Nvidia, HBAR, Apple, right? Get you some of those now. AI is coming with quickness. Y'all go double check in. Someone I love to watch, Meet Kevin, and go look at his recent upload. He went to the actual Tesla annual meeting. Go watch that video and tell me if you think that you shouldn't be picking up some Tesla shares. And again, as what pulled the entire market up, we see our Tesla move. I got us on a 1 hour here. Tesla up 4%, moving up 0.15% after hours. Could have got it at 164. Here we are at 174. I'm dollar cost averaging. All this right here is goody zone. All this right here is deliciosity to me. How do I pull this out? Where should we go to? All this right here is deliciosity to me. Now, remember, guys, and now you're like, oh, it dropped. No. Guys, this is stock split. So the stock split, right, is the reason that it's even at 160. It was at 1,000. And they stock split it. Let's see here. I can't even tell what this is down here. November. So this was last year on around August 24th, they stock split it. So less than a year ago, it was at 1,000. They stock split it so you could buy it. Let's see. Wait a minute. You mean it was higher than that? Wait a minute. It was at $1,200 a share? Oh, wait a minute. Well, what let's see what happened before that. Wait a minute. 1,000 again before being stock split? Wait a minute. Wait, it was at 2,300 before they stock split it? Oh, but you gonna play around with it at 160. Hey guys, I can't make you do anything, but like I said, hey, I know what I already got my yacht color picked out. NVIDIA. I already got my yacht color picked out, but hey, you don't have to. You don't have to do any of this, right? Hey, overlook it, right? What's tech? What's AI, right? What are the chips? Semiconductor chips. That doesn't make any sense, right? Apple. Pull us out, Scotty. What was that? The Daily? Pull us out, Scotty. Yeah, but hey, what are these stocks, right? Sarcasm, guys. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'll keep saying it in every video. You need to have a long-term portfolio and be putting it in here. And if y'all want to see green, it's easy. This is simple. Then you have a smaller percentage, 10%, 15%, 20% of your portfolio if you want to be risky, right? In your momentum trades and making your moves with AMC and things and such like that. But this is the time of the greatest generational wealth transfer, and it's occurring right now. Don't miss out on this retail. Everybody's got to be in tune on this part because this is how the retail saga continues. You want to cash up? This is how you cash up. AMC is how you cash up as well, but that's high manipulation. See, I'm a lot more control where I can sit up and I can look at a stock and say the same things that I say yesterday and day before that, right? Because I've got my money running up irregardless. So when I've got mass majority of my money moving, right? Then I've got over here where I'm sitting up and saying, hey guys, this is simple maths. And the math ain't mathing. So if the math ain't mathing, somebody's cheating. And if you're cheating, you're losing. It's that simple to me. Now, when that conversion happens, hey, we're going to adjust how we look at things. Hey, like I said, there will be when that time comes, we're going to move on it at that time. But same as I keep telling everybody, up until June 29th, stop coming in here. And it's not, like I said, it's only a few people every now and then that come in, guys. Mass majority of family ain't saying nothing like this. But even for the few that are coming in here, I want for them to know you seem stupid coming in here. Oh, it's all over. Based off of what? Like, if you're going to come in and say it's all over, say it's all over because ... You're going to watch the whole video with nothing but facts and then come in and just throw up an emotional response. This is why retail can be swayed so easily. You'll sit up there and have a stock spring up to 6, bouncing his brains out of here, right? And then just believe magically it's just going to sell off down to 480. You'll see cost of borrow go up to 1,000%, then somehow magically get down to 70, and you'll believe it. They defeated you. They got us again. Sold. All right, listen. Hey, I don't want to stomp too far on people. You know, people get emotional, but nonetheless, guys, listen. I'll keep saying it again. This is the greatest time to be investing, a great time to be alive. Zone out of some of the noise. Make a consistent plan. Those stocks that I mentioned in the tech sector are banger ladangers. All right? If you want some security, I'm going to put it in that big head dude, Elon Musk. You got a dude who heads that big on his neck, I'm putting my money in his hands. I just say, hey, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. You said you were I don't know if you're second richest, but you became the richest person in the world, or one of the richest people in the world. Now, I'm doing my calculations here, and yeah, here's some of my money too. Can you do that with mine too? I mean, come on now. Hey, I'm a professional hedger. That's what I do. I'm a professional hedger. We're hedgers over here at the Money Montgomery. You hear me? This is the Money Montgomery LLC, okay? And this is just how we're moving. All this just makes simple sense to me. And I'm watching it happen just like y'all are watching it happen. This AI craze that's occurring. Hey, all right, go watch that thing. They're saying that they're expecting billions of robots in 10 years. 2 robots per person, like population. Do you, baby? Do you? Go in the description, y'all. Check out that Ballot Wallet. Get your discount. Check out that Ledger Nano X. Start your crypto building if you haven't. I've got playlists that are talking about maybe some reason you should probably go and check into Tesla, right? There's a playlist for that. And there's a playlist as well revolved around crypto, which will be more uploads to that. But go look. I got where to buy XRP, how to transfer it from the exchange to your cold storage. I got a video that really needs some love on what XRP is and how it works, right? Y'all go check that out. Hey, this is the time to be moving. At this point, at the Money Montgomery channel, we're not just going to be focused in on one thing. We look at AMC heavy now because that's where the mass majority of us are. We're closing this chapter out. But understand, this is not an AMC channel. This is a retail investor channel. This is us standing up and up, getting that bag in, getting our yachts, getting a couple thoughts. Hey, man, I get so excited about this. Much love to y'all. I love all the support. Thank you guys for the opportunity. I'm so glad to be able to come in and have these conversations with y'all. Keep the comments coming. As always, I'm always going to respond to each and every single one of them because y'all are really the only people that it may seem crazy, but guys, wow, yeah, there's 4 million of us or 5 million, it could be 10 million, 20 million retail, right? But that's still a small bracket, or I wouldn't say it's 20 million people that are actively investing like this. I'll say it'd probably be somewhere around something about 15 million. But that's a small bracket of the populace and a small bracket of the population of America. You don't really get to have these conversations and be ahead of it. A lot of people are political. You can have political discussions, right? But there's not a lot of people that are getting on their financial cue. And that's why, again, like last video, I give all my kudos out to y'all because that's a big step that you're moving. You're moving to your financial freedom, and that's something that is brackets above where mass majority of people are. I'm not going to be at the way of what this government's doing. Sorry, I refuse to. After seeing this last 3 years, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So now is the time for retail to pivot. You got to have your slow grow, long-term portfolio in the background. And over here's our momentum plays where we are free balling. You hear me? Some of them risky. Some money gets blown up, for example. And guys, do not jump into this play. This is one play that I'm doing. We're going to have videos as this AMC thing closes. I'm going to show you how I trade these and things like that. But on the 11th, the play I was involved in, we made I guess you call that 2x, right? But from 32 to 93, I've caught back in, getting ready for another movement up, right? I actually caught back in somewhere around I bought in down here. Saw that breakout and it snatched. This is a get around, and basically it's like a Uber that they've created. It's a smaller company in a specific location. I forgot if it's New York or something like that. But there's a lot of retail movement behind it. But like I said, this is just a small example of the things that are happening. Hundreds, 200% plays that are you're going to be able to coop money off of. But just be ready. Start building these things. I want y'all to start contemplating, if you don't already. I want a completely different account. Not this, don't hold the account, the portfolio that you hold your momentum plays in. You need to have a totally different portfolio that you hold your Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, that you hold those old Realty, Rumbling, right? So there's a completely separate, you don't interchange those monies. You let this one lie and you can focus on this one. And when this one starts stretching, I close that weeble down, I open this one up and I look at it. Whew. You need to have that balance, and then you need to have the security, because what we're trying to do is build a financial freedom. Much love to y'all, babies. Much love for all the support. We're going to keep pushing forward. I'm not shaking. Hopefully you're not shaking. Hopefully the information that we're bringing is just further influence that y'all know, hey, wait a minute. We're not in as bad shape as what it may seem when it's downtrending for 2 days or 3 days, where they blown billions of dollars. You worried about it dropping 50, 80 cents. Imagine how much what they're feeling after blowing all that. You saw the shares from yesterday's video, and Terra, 55 million shares of puts. And this is all you got? Oh, no. Hey, baby, we up one. Hold up. Yes, sir.